everybody. My name is Linda Appelgate, and I was one of the founding team members for the Iowa Environmental Council 25 years ago. And then I went on to become the executive director. So I feel very, very lucky to have that in my background. So glad that you're here and that I can be here. So I want to share a little bit about the foundation of the council, because I'm very proud of that foundation, and I think it stood the organization in good stead. When Buzz Brenton and Charlotte Hubble first started talking about environmental issues more than 25 years ago, they had offices that were adjacent to each other in Capitol Square in downtown Des Moines. They knew each other, and they knew they were each strong environmentalists, and they began talking about what they saw as the disconnect between what the public very clearly wanted, that showed in every poll, which was strong, very strong environmental protection, and the lack of connection with Iowa's laws and policy. So what they decided to do was to start talking with people to see, kind of check out the landscape. And I know David Osterberg was one of those very first people, a former state legislator that had been very active in environmental issues and leadership. And they also began talking to academics, to people in a variety of environmental groups, to folks in the Isaac Walton League, the hunting and fishing community, bird watchers, Sierra Club, faith groups, farmers for sure, agriculture groups, to see if there was a way to come together and work together in a little bit different format to change environmental policy in Iowa. That evolved into a series of meetings of interested people that came together to sort of hammer out what a new organization might look like. And there were more than enough really powerful issues that would bring us together. So that was really important. And issues that people were enthused about and people were willing to work for. So setting those criteria, and ones that we could, I think the idea of making a measurable difference, and it could be a real impact, and it was a good fit for the council and a good fit for Iowa. So that was where we started. So now, 25 years later, I am here to say that the work of the Iowa Environmental Council is more important than ever. It has never stopped being really crucially important and effective. So I left the council in 2001 to join the Peace Corps, my lifelong dream. And when I came back to Des Moines, I immediately rejoined the council, and I have never left. I think that people are wising up. I think they are rising up, and that we have the potential right now for more change than we have dreamed of in a long time.
Okay, this is David Osterberg, and I'm a longtime board member of the Iowa Environmental Council. In fact, I was on the original board. What I remember about starting the organization was that it was not very many people. There were pretty much 5 of us: Charlotte Hubble, Buzz Brenton. Mention them first because they also were the ones that were going to bankroll us if we ran into problems. And Mark Ackelson, incredibly important, at the time, head of the Iowa Natural Heritage Foundation. And Linda Appelgate, who became our first director, and me. And the reason that we were pulled together was all because of Buzz. He and Charlotte came to the state legislature in 1994. That's an important year because a bunch of environmentalists were retiring, and they were pretty nervous. Ralph Rosenberg was leaving, I was leaving, and they saw some past progress on the environmental area, both in water and in energy, and wanted to know what should happen next. And out of a couple of meetings, Buzz decided that this was not what he wanted to do, but what he wanted to do is to get together a small number of people, and he picked them and said, we're gonna do something. We met, and I think I have this right, 11 times over the summer, doing research, trying to figure out why there wasn't an organization like an Iowa Environmental Council, because there was in Illinois, there was in couple in Michigan, there was in Ohio. The Midwest was full of organizations like this. We didn't have one. Maybe it was time to create one. The issue, obviously, is climate change. That is the issue. And there are so many ramifications of that. So an organization that works on energy, obviously, but also on water. And people have to look at the state of Iowa and think about how it survives in this warmer world, and how farming, because we do so very much of that, 2/3 of all our land, 24 million acres out of our 36 million acres, corn or beans. We got to figure out ways of doing that in a way that we can continue to farm well, and also that our land can be used as a way of dealing with climate change. And any organization that works on all of these issues is going to be one that has some survivability.